I am Marcus Aurelius, born on April 26, 121 AD. In my time, I became Emperor of Rome, one of the most powerful positions in the world. You might imagine that an emperor's life was easy, but it was far from it. I faced wars along the Danube frontier, a deadly plague ravaging our people, and the constant pressure of leading an entire empire. It was philosophy that guided me through trials and grief, especially the writings you now call meditation. Today, I stand before you if I were still alive to share lessons shaped by those experiences. Let me speak to you as both leader and fellow human being. When I became emperor in 161 AD, I quickly realized that rank and gold do not erase sorrow or anxiety. I witnessed disease taking precious lives, saw soldiers fearful on the battlefield, and felt uncertainty deep in my own heart. It became clear that inner character far outweighs outer accomplishments. Strive, therefore, to nurture the part of you no one can ever take away: your thoughts, your values, your sense of right and wrong. If you rely solely on money or fame for peace, you may find life turning bitter when those things fail you. Your mind is your strongest fortress. During the war against Germanic tribes, entire legions suffered cold, hunger, and fear. I discovered that the real danger was often within our doubts and panic. Through reflection and practice, I reminded myself and my people that, while events are beyond our command, we remain free to respond with courage and composure. So whenever you face challenges, loss, disappointment, betrayal, remember, it is not the event itself that harms you, but how you choose to interpret it. Give yourself a moment to pause. Steady your mind. A composed spirit can endure almost any storm. Recognize how brief life truly is. I lost loved ones, including my wife Faustina and some of my children. Each time my heart ached, and I asked, why so soon? That pain led me to reflect deeply on life's shortness. Rather than cowering in fear, I realized if each day might be my last, then I must pour myself fully into it, living without regret, acting with kindness, and pursuing what matters most. Consider how you spend your hours. If you truly understand that tomorrow isn't promised, you might focus more on meaningful work, genuine relationships, and compassion. Don't let small annoyances or the pursuit of trivial desires consume your finite time. Contemplate and write about your daily actions. My own writings, which you call meditation, began as a private journal. I never intended them for public reading. They were my tool to stay honest, to evaluate my decisions, and to correct my faults. I often ask myself at the end of the day, where did I act in alignment with virtue? Where did I fail? These reflections helped me learn and improve. You do not need to be an emperor to reflect daily. A quiet moment each evening, through writing or calm thought, can anchor you. Ask yourself what you have learned and how you can do better. A single day of true self-examination can reveal more than a lifetime of hiding from the truth. Maintain compassion, even when anger tempts you. It's easy to harden your heart, especially when people disappoint you. In my time, political plots, betrayals, and invasions surrounded me constantly. But I learned that letting anger fester only harms your own spirit. Understanding others' fears and ignorance can defuse rage and prevent needless conflict. See those who cause you trouble as human beings with their own limitations, just as you have yours. Seek solutions that preserve dignity, whether you're dealing with a colleague, a family member, or even a stranger. Anger can shatter relationships and cloud good judgment, but empathy can bring clarity. Beware the comforts that sap your resilience. One might believe an emperor's life is all luxury. Indeed, I had access to fine banquets, lavish robes, and ornate palaces. Yet I often limited my indulgences. If you rely too much on comfort, the mind grows weak. Life can shift abruptly, and if you can't adapt, you'll suffer more. Consider stepping away from excess once in a while. Simplify your meals, reduce your reliance on constant entertainment, and appreciate modest surroundings. This practice strengthens your resolve and helps you face life's sudden challenges without panic. Embrace change instead of resisting it. Over nearly 2 decades as emperor, I saw territories gained and lost, alliances shift, and a plague change the empire's landscape forever. It was a profound reminder that the world is always in motion, and no one can halt it. Resisting inevitable changes, be it the loss of a job, the end of a friendship, or moving to a new city, breeds only frustration. Accept that these transitions are part of existence. Adapt with grace, and look for the opportunity each shift presents. Change often carries hidden gifts if we keep our eyes open. Lead with humility. Sitting on Rome's throne was an honor, but it also risked inflating my pride. Surrounding me were courtiers who offered endless praise, whether deserved or not. Through philosophy, I remembered that we are all mortal, all prone to mistakes, and all destined to the same end. Humility fosters open-mindedness. It lets you learn from others and makes you approachable. An emperor without humility becomes a tyrant. A citizen without humility becomes arrogant. In both cases, personal growth stalls. Keep your ego in check and let gratitude guide you. Live by your deepest principles. Throughout my reign, Stoicism served as my compass. Its virtues, courage, justice, wisdom, and moderation shaped my decisions from the battlefield to the Senate floor. These virtues are universal. Anyone can apply them, regardless of status or background. Ask yourself, which values define my life? Then, act in ways that honor those values each day. When pressured by fear, temptation, or social demands, remember the principles you chose. They will sustain you when circumstances become difficult. I share these reflections centuries after my physical life ended. My days were marked by war, plague, and loss, but they were also filled with love, self-discovery, and the pursuit of wisdom. Through it all, I believed in our ability to shape our own minds for the better. So I stand here to tell you, focus on the inner life. Strive to be just, humble, and adaptable. Recognize that every sunrise might be your last chance to do good or to speak kindly to someone you love. Let your actions, not just your words, reflect the highest part of yourself. Whatever place you hold in society, whatever trials come your way, let these lessons guide you. If I, Marcus Aurelius, emperor and philosopher, could find moments of peace amid turmoil, then so can you. Strengthen your mind, act with virtue, and face this ever-changing world with courage and grace.